Hey, it is a gorgeous fall day here in southern Maryland. After last week of nothing but rain, the sun is now out. Temperatures in the mid 70s with the light breeze from the north, from the northwest, I guess. So we're going to give this corn a shot here today, see if it's dried out enough that we can get on the ball here and start harvesting. So I've got all of my GoPro mounts here. You know, it takes a lot of work and a lot of equipment to get some of these shots that I get for you all. Let me show you what I've got here. Put this tester down. So this is the GoPro suction mount. I can put this on any flat surface, mainly glass it works the best on. I have found that it has not worked well on some rusty equipment. It's got to be a very smooth surface for this to work. So I've got that, and then just recently I put this together. It is a magnet with a GoPro mount on it, and this I am finding is working well for equipment because it's a strong magnet. It'll mount to anything, and as you can see, getting it off is a problem. And then I've got a chest harness, not sure where that is at the moment. And then what I'm holding now, the selfie stick, and that is GoPro as well. A lot of stuff here to keep you guys entertained, to get that action shot or just the perfect shot. So stay tuned, we'll see what we can do for you today. are under a coastal flood advisory today until 6 p.m. As I said earlier, it is a beautiful day. The sun is out, the wind is blowing, but we are under this coastal flood advisory, and this has been happening a lot in the last week. So this is what that means. That is the creek there. The tide is up tremendously. Our dock over there is underwater. This is a ditch that runs through here normally. Here's a road pipe here at the end with the road that goes over to our barns. So the water has started to come over the road here, gone across the ditch up towards the grain bins. So this is a tremendously high tide. You can see here where the water has been, this mark of grass around here. And if we take a walk over here towards the other barns, you will see the water is up as well. So the road is covered there. So that is, hey, I'm feeling raindrops. Yeah, we're getting a brief shower coming through at the moment. You can probably see the raindrops hitting the water there. So that is normally a road. It's got a couple inches of water on it at the moment because of this coastal flood advisory that we are under. So I'm unloading corn here into the bin. This Hurricane Matthew does have me somewhat concerned. The track is still uncertain. But a week ago when this thing first formed down in the Atlantic, they were comparing it to Hurricane Hazel back in 1954. It was setting up the same way as that. All of the old timers around here in Maryland remember Hurricane Hazel. I've heard about it. I wasn't alive then. It was a pretty bad hurricane for this area. So we are somewhat concerned. We're stocking up at the hardware store this week on batteries, generators, chainsaws, just to get prepared in case the forecast track does bring it towards us. We don't want to see that happen, but we're going to get as much corn out as we can this week. Moisture's running about 22% from the rain we had last week, but it's steadily coming down. But we've got to get it out in case the hurricane does hit us, so stay tuned for more. we've got a quick repair we've got to do here. As I was unloading corn, Jeffrey gave me a call and told me he had a sprocket on the header that had a bad bearing in it. So I stopped by the John Deere dealership, Carroll's Equipment, and got a new sprocket. So we're going to install this real quick here. Just a real simple sprocket that goes on the end of the chain gatherer. Right there, one bolt should come off easily. So let's do it. Okay, that's all there is to it. And yeah, that bearing was gone in that sprocket. I'm getting too old for this shit. Okay, back at it. This is our second truckload today. We got a late start. It was 2 o'clock before we got up here in the field. The moisture on the first load was 22.5%. So the rain really did add a lot of moisture to it. This last load here is down to about 20%. So it's drying. We need some more wind on it and some more sunshine to get it down to a manageable moisture. But because of the possibility of the hurricane coming in, we're going to do what we can to get this out and move it. So as I jumped off the combine and got out, I did see one of my eagles sitting over there in the top of that dead tree. It's not that far, about 300 feet from me, I guess. Just sitting there observing. My guess is that's a younger eagle, because normally the adult eagles fly off immediately as soon as they see a human. And since it is much clearer today, maybe you can see across the bay there, over there to Hooper Island, as I mentioned in the last video. Very clear. You can maybe see with this camera the sun shining on the buildings across the bay over there. It is a bit calmer today, but as I mentioned when we were down at the farm, the tide is up. Coastal flood advisory still in effect. I'm hearing reports from the Salisbury radio station across the bay. They've had terrible flooding over the last week. They've got roads closed, bridges out, it sounds like. Just a real mess because of the flooding. Hopefully they get that back together. And okay, we've got another eagle that just landed, and there's a third one coming in. But those two didn't let that one land. They put up a fuss. And there's that third one. Coming back in, maybe it's going to try to land again. I don't know. That one's taken off. So, if you haven't noticed by now, I do have a fascination with eagles. You know, it is our national bird, and they were on the extinction list for a while, but we've always been fortunate down here to have some eagles around because of the being surrounded by the water. They've got a great food source there. So we've always had eagles around. It's just we've got more of them now. So very fortunate to have those. Okay, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful sunset this evening. If the corn was drier, I would stay out here longer, but we're going to give Mother Nature a bit more time to dry out. We'll get back in the field tomorrow afternoon. I think I'll take this up to Purdue tomorrow and dump. Then when we get back down the road, hopefully we've had some sun and wind to do some more drying. Okay, so I will leave you with the sun going behind the clouds there. Stay tuned for more. See ya!